Hey everyone, it's Linz. We are here for our Week 2 battle against the San Diego Spirits, coached by Grandmaster D-Ray. Life advice for all of you. Get your sleep. This battle was done directly after the 24-hour PM7 event, so your girl was running on sleepy mode. So because of that, I'm here doing the draft analysis, I guess, if you will, for this lineup in post. So here we are. This is what we brought into Week 2. Just be glad I'm doing this now and not while I was sleep deprived, because let me tell you, words were not happening. All right, so the San Diego Spirits have an absolutely terrifying team. I mean, like, Keldeo is my boy and I've never feared him more in my life. So here's the thing. There's not a lot of teams, I feel like personally, that are literally just the hard counter to everything that my team is, other than this one. I did several mocks against this team, never won a single one. Gonna be honest with you. It came close several times, but every single mock, it just felt like my team was just constantly pushed into a corner that, like, it didn't really have a solid way to get out of. Terra Vikavolt is absolutely terrifying if, like, Terra Keldeo just wasn't enough. Terra Vikavolt can do some nasty things into my team, so if there's genuinely anything I'm hoping to not see come this week, other than, like, every other monster on his team, is probably that one. That was definitely the hardest one for me to be able to deal with just the sheer amount of coverage that mon gets. Obviously Terapagos is very hard for me to break considering the sheer amount of special attackers on my team. Hisui and Decidueye can come in and click host combat, or, like, you know, I have mouse hold, but I mean, Terapagos is just such a bulky mon, that's definitely going to be hard. And like I said, Terra Keldeo hits like a truck, Weavile hits like a truck, drafted that one in Gen 6, love her, know what she's capable of, so it's just like, there's not really a good thing for me to go into this entire comp. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not a single one I want to show up. Maybe Marini. You know what? Throw it. Give me Marini. Give me a crumb. Anyways, this is what we brought into the Week 2 battle against Master D-Ray. So, first and foremost, we have Skeledirge. I am bringing both of my Terra captains, so depending on what I Terra, really depends on what we're able to get knocked out and just kind of the overall progression of the battle, because that's going to basically determine which win con I have to really rely on, if you will. So first and foremost, we have Terra Poison Skeledirge. Basically, the goal for this guy is to be able to pivot off of any other status I'm able to get off. The goal is hopefully to be able to get burns on Milo, and just really anything else. Maybe if I'm able to get, like, either a burn, a freeze, anything else like that off with Galarian Slowking, if I'm able to. Otherwise, we have Will-O-Wisp there as a backup, but status is really big into his team. We're running 252 in HP, 92 in defense, 164 in special defense. Goals basically to do the last thing it did last week, which is just sit there, be fat, rack up torch songs if I'm able to. Alrighty, up next, we have Cetitan. Cetitan is here to potentially be the second Terra captain, and really just set up sweep is hopefully the goal. I didn't realize this, but I accidentally forgot to put Belly Drum on this set until I was in the mid-battle. But, I mean, it still worked out. This isn't a bad set by any means, and it still gives me coverage. So, in the grand scheme of things, it really ended up working out. But we have Cetitan here. It's holding the Citrus Berry. It was for Belly Drum, obviously, but getting any HP back on this thing really isn't the worst thing in the world. We have Slush Rush, of course, to pivot into the Chilly Reception. Icicle Crash, Play Rough, Earthquake, and Terra Blast. We're running 4 in HP, 252 in attack, 92 in special defense, and 160 in speed with an Adamant Nature. Number 3 on the list is my girl. We're running Milo, of course we are. My thing with Milo is I fear nothing with Milo. Milo is genuinely here once again to just sit there and do as much as she can. We're running Flame Orb this week with Marvel Scale, so for anyone who was wondering last week's, we were choice specs. So we do have Flame Orb instead of choice specs this week. We're running Flip, Turn Scald, Alluring Voice, and Recover. Alluring Voice really just there to punish any setup that can definitely happen between Calm Mind Keldeo, Calm Mind Terapagos, Swords Dance Gliscor, Swords Dance Weavile, Swords Dance Scizor. Like anything. Like just the sheer amount of setup on this team is very intimidating. And with just how physically offensive I'd say a majority are, Alluring Voice felt safe. Obviously Scald is just there to potentially get a burn off anything. If I'm able to get a burn on Keldeo, even though obviously it's a special mon, it definitely at least allows Skeledirge a window to be able to come in and hex. It's bulky Milo. She's just there to be fat. All right, fourth on the list, we have Galarian Slowking. Obviously this thing had to come, basically, if I'm running Titan. We're running Colberberry on this thing, obviously to weaken any dark types. Regenerator as an ability, of course. Chilly Reception, Future Sight to hopefully force some pivots. Flamethrower, Ice Beam, so we definitely have coverage on this thing. Like I said, it is supposed to also set up Skeledirge with being able to hex anything if we are able to get a burn, are able to get a freeze, anything else like that off of. We're definitely running bulky Galarian Slowking as well, so 252 in HP, 212 in defense, and 44 in special defense with a sassy nature. All right, number 4th on the list is the cheekiest mon on my entire team. Running a really silly strat this week and praying it doesn't backfire, to be honest with you. So we have Excadrill. Excadrill is here to hopefully, in theory, mess up Gliscor just exponentially. So in theory, here's the game plan. We lead Excadrill with the hope that he leads Gliscor, sets up rocks. Goal is to use Fling. We're running Fling Excadrill. Crazy, I know, right? And we're going to fling the Flame Orb onto Gliscor so that way it cannot get HP from its Toxic Orb. That is the goal, to hopefully not only nerf Gliscor's like kind of crazy damage that it's capable of doing. Why Gliscor? I don't know. But it also prevents it from being able to get that constant HP regen. It is Jolly, so we're trying to max out our speed as much as possible. We're going 232 into speed, 252 in special defense, and 24 into regular defense. But otherwise, he's here to fling, he's here to EQ, he's here to Iron Head, and he's here to Rapid Spin. We're running Mold Breaker. I don't really have a reason to run Sand, so here we are. Last but not least, we have Hisuian Decidueye. This thing is here to do its best. We're running Choice Scarf. It should, in theory, be able to outspeed and one-shot, if not get so close to one-shotting Terapagos, as long as the Terra Shell is broken. So close combat on this thing, Leaf Blade to hopefully get some crits. We're also running Overgrow on this thing with the sheer amount of damage I'm going to be taking from the enemy team. The goal is that hopefully I'm able to get into Overgrow range, be able to get the grass type damage boost, hopefully get a crit off of Leaf Blade, and then not only be able to outspeed, but just have that like boosted damage. We did change the team right before the battle, so I never got to mock with this official team before going into the battle, but who needs to? Who needs to? You know, I hadn't want to mock up until that point, so you know what? F it, we ball. That's the mindset I'm in here for, so as long as I don't get 6-0'd, that's a win in my book. So at least as long as I'm able to put up a fight and say I showed up and they at least had to work for it, that's a win in my book. But I will see you guys in the battle. Huge good luck to Master D-Ray. Super kind guy. Definitely be sure to check out all of his socials, and I'll see you guys in the battle. Oh, he did bring Decidueye. So I didn't prep for Decky. I think we just do what we came here to do. You have what you need to have now. And we just F it, we ball. None of this matters. We lead our silly little strat of fling Flame Orb into whatever decides to come out in front of me. And we just run it. We just run it. Do I feel good? No. Okay, so what did he bring that... No Diancie, no Vikavolt. Okay. Makes me feel a little better. Vikavolt's very scary. He leads Terapagos. Interesting. So honestly, this is still free, and it does counter his leftovers. So we just fling this away. And no matter what, even if he does pivot, someone's taking it. And he brought basically all physical attackers. Please go into Gliscor. Please. Please. Who's Mac? Yes! Oh, chat, we're so back. Chat, we're so back. Holy shit. We go crazy. We go crazy. Okay. Read of a lifetime. Okay. So now I believe I go into Baja Blasted and we just sit and look pretty. We just sit and look pretty. Okay. We need to lock in. Phenomenal position to be in. We just have to lock in. No Toxic Heal is just so immeasurably massive. Okay. Someone has to come in on Scald. Nobody really wants to get burned on his team. If anything, it's a free pivot into Decky, but Decky has to risk getting burned, and if he goes into Decky, I just go into my own. But it does has to risk getting burned, which is not what he wants. Herbert. Risking burn. Burn? No burn. Okay. What do you have on this? Do you just set up? Are you just going to Calm Mind in my face? I kind of just want to scout. Terra Water Calm Mind, perhaps? Okay. Okay. So I did reveal that I have that, which is not great, not awful. I am going to recover here. Okay, so what do I need this for? Like Weavile, technically. Burn doesn't matter a ton on you. I just didn't prep against Terra Water. Honestly, I think I just take the chip on this. Okay, this is clean into... We just go Decky here. Okay. So I could go for the read and just close combat, or I go with the save play and I Leaf Blade. I think I'm just gonna Leaf Blade. And I'm second guessing everything, but just don't go Scizor or Decky. Not Scizor nor Decky. This is actually big. Okay. So, Dirge's win con here. See, this is the situation where it's like, what does one do here? I don't know. I'm just gonna bait what you do, I guess. We don't get crit, which is really unfortunate. I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so nonverbal. I am not in the mental lock-in space to do this. Okay. Now who? Herbert's back. I think I just keep clicking funny button, but I feel like that's wrong, but I feel like that's what I should do here. And that's, it's just a game of gaslighting myself, this battle. I'm going to be so real. The gaslighting is so big. Because I get high chance for crit. Sure, something comes in on it, but it's at least chip. Your decky? Your scissor. Okay. Truthfully, I think I just go into Dave now and then I rapid spin. And we at least get rid of the rocks. Because even if you knock off, like, oh darn, you knock off my Flame Orb? But you already knocked off, but I'm assuming he's anticipating the pivot anyways. Yeah, you U-turn. Assuming this is Keldeo now, then. I don't like how long he's taking for everything. It's your decky. So now I think do I just go back into you? Damn, that's a lot of damage. And that's fine, but I think I just potentially go for the outspeed and defog, maybe? Okay, no more rocks. He might be banded, given that damage. And I think I just Ford Truck Month here. And a Terra Poison Torch Song? Because, like, who does he pivot into? Tropicos? Keldeo. It'd be so good if I had Burn here. And then a Hex, right? Jesus. Okay, Herbert's gone. Okay, he outspeeds. I don't... Who do you have left? Weavile hasn't even hit the field. I guess. That might have been the throw of a century. I am very tired, to be honest. I'm so tired, chat. I don't... Okay, at this point, do I just try to chilly reception? I guess? Barely. Barely. Oh, wait, shit. Okay, so I can still switch out. Okay. And now we go Toyotathon. Hopefully this scares him out. Oh my god, it didn't keep Belly Drum. Well, that's just not good, chat. That's just not good. Who needs Belly Drum, chat? Who needs it? Okay. I think we just EQ here. I do have Citrus here. God, that's so annoying. I can't believe I copy pasted the wrong set. That's might be the throw of a lifetime for me. Okay, so you have not that button. I can't read. Tropico, Scizor, Weavile. I'm gonna throw up. Throat trap kills. Okay, that's tough. Okay, honestly, wait. This could be a throw. This is my only way I see out of this, though. We bait the dark type move into Toyotathon. I get double regen back. I have Colbur Berry. I at least get Weavile out, and then it comes down to yo, hold on. Maybe I didn't even need to do that. We Colbur Berry. We Flamethrower. Damn, that lives? And we don't get the burn. Damn. I hike you through. Damn. If I would have had belly drum on what's his face, that would have been so good. I just put in the wrong set. And that's on me. Alright. Anyways, D-Ray, you played really well. Shout out to you. Hope your rest of your season goes well. I oopsie doopsied, and that's my fault. But congratulations on your win, gamer. Obviously you earned it, and you didn't do it sleep deprived, so that's a win.